Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So last week, all the big funds has released their 13F. So today I wanna review with you guys what Warren Buffett has buy and sell and some of the takeaway I have from it. So now let's get started. So from the Berkshire Hathaway's latest 13F, I find that one of the share Warren Buffett has sold including Apple and some bank stocks. We know that Apple is Warren Buffett's biggest share holdings and it accounts for almost 50% of the whole portfolio. And for this year, Apple has grown significantly around 78%. That brings pretty good performance to Berkshire Hathaway's overall portfolio. Although Warren Buffett sells around 36 million of Apple share, that accounts for around 3% of the total portfolio. But after that, he still holds around 47% is the Apple shares. By reducing the Apple position, they can take some of the profits, and it's probably also because they don't want to put so many bets to one stock. Although for value investing, they just pick the stock and investing heavily in those stocks. But if for the asset amounts like Berkshire Hathaway, they invested around 50% in one stock, that can be also risky. Although Warren Buffett has said Apple is probably one of the best business he has ever known, and it's not just a kind of investment, but it's the third largest business in his company other than the railway as well as the insurance business. But still there's some external factors that the investors may not control, like the political factors. So that's why he just reduced a little bit of position in Apple stock. And the other stocks he has been selling is that the banking stocks, including Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, as well as PNC Financial Services. So for Wells Fargo, he has sold around 46% of the shares, and for JP Morgan, he almost cleared all the shares, which is around 95%, and for PNC, he sold more than 64% of shares. So when I'm looking at the chart of these three banking stocks, I have seen that it has recovered a little since the lowest point of March. And if we are looking at from 20 years perspective, the trend of the stock price are actually going up. So why Warren Buffett has cleared these banking stocks is probably the uncertainty of the future macroeconomy, especially when the interest rate is zero. And we know that the banking make money through the interest rate, so their profitability will be a question mark. But interestingly, that he only increased his position in Bank of America, which is also a banking stock. That's probably because he thinks the fundamental is better for this stock comparing with others. So the second takeaway from his 13F is that he actually bought around 5.5 billion pharmaceutical stocks, that's including AbbVie, Merck, BMY, as well as Pfizer. I think that's very interesting because this is the first time he has bought this stock, and because in the previous quarter I also bought AbbVie, Merck, as well as Pfizer, so I just kind of wanna guessing his intention by investing in this stock. I think the first reason, although those stocks doesn't occupy a large position in his account, which is around 0.8%. If we are considering Warren Buffett's portfolio, it contains hundreds of billions of assets, so that's a very small amount. I think there are some reasons why he invested in this pharmaceutical biotech company. First is because of its valuation is relatively on the lower end, so that's very attractive to buy, especially now we see a lot of stock price actually is very expensive. The second reason I think Buffett invested in pharmaceutical companies is because even though the future economic trends may be uncertain, but people's demand for the medicine as well as healthcare has not been changed. It's like no matter the economy is good or bad, if people get ill, they need to go to the hospital and they need to get those medicine. So I think that provide stable factors to the portfolio that no matter the situation going, they still have like stable cash flow coming in. The third takeaway is that I saw he dumped all his Costco shares recently, and previously he held around 0.6% and he sold all of them. I remember still last year that when somebody asked Charlie Munger what stocks he recommend, he said Costco stock, and Charlie Munger has been in Costco's board of directors for more than 20 years, I think since 1997. So I'm quite surprised he sold his Costco stocks. So I saw Costco stock is very bullish this year, and I also saw the stock price has increased around 26% this year, and that's also provide pretty good performance to the company. So I'm guessing why Warren Buffett is selling all the Costco stock is because he think the stock price is probably due to the situation that people fear that they could not get the necessities, so they stock up a lot of things. And also that this year Costco said their online sales has increased more than 90%, which is very rare comparing with previous years. So because of that, it's just like one-time boost, and the stock price is already at a high level. So maybe that's why the investment guru think it's time to sell. But that's just my guess. Please let me know what you guys think. I'm still like wondering why he has done that. So to sum up, after reviewing the latest 13F of Berkshire Hathaway, I saw Warren Buffett sell some of the banking shares and bought some of the pharmaceutical shares. And until now, the 5 largest positions in his portfolio, including Apple, which accounts for around 47% of the total portfolio, and the second one is Bank of America, which accounts for 10%, and the third one is Coca-Cola, which is around 9%, and the fourth one is American Express, which is 7%, and last but not least, KHC, which is Kraft Heinz, the food company, and that accounts for around 4%. So I think overall, because of the largest assets Berkshire has, they make their adjustment to the portfolio is very conservative and stable. I think that's a good strategy, is increase the probability to win no matter the situation. And for me, I also bought some pharmaceutical stocks in the last quarter. So I feel very happy I picked the same stocks as Warren Buffett. So yeah, that's all the summary and takeaways from Warren Buffett's latest buys and sells. Please let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!